Hey guys, welcome back to the DCDS YouTube channel. It's great to see you all again. So what I thought I'd do in today's tutorial, as you probably guessed by the title, is teach you really quickly how to be able to know where to put any of your keyboard notes onto the musical staff. Those 5 lines where you read music and you've got the notes on the lines or in between the lines. I'm going to teach you guys where all your keyboard notes go, okay? And this is going to be really easy. It's easy to kind of think like, oh, there's like lots of letters and there's lots of lines and there's lots of gaps. It's easy to kind of fall into that trap. I'm going to give you a really easy trick that you can use to pick this up really quickly, and then you can get on with playing some awesome music, writing some awesome songs, that sort of thing. So what we've got here first are many lines. Where are we? There we go. Many lines. Okay, I've got 5 lines at the top here. I've got 1 red line in the middle, and then I've got 5 underneath. Okay, now please bear with me one moment while I do something incredibly satisfying for myself. Here we go. I'm going to draw a treble clef. Okay, I absolutely love drawing these. They're just, don't ask, it's just really satisfying, and they just really kind of flow really nicely. It's really fun to do. So what we're going to do now, I'm also going to draw in a bass clef. Okay, work with me here. Okay, don't kind of click off. I'll explain everything as we go. Here we go. Okay. So we've got our treble clef, which is incredibly satisfying to draw. I don't know if I mentioned that. And we've got our bass clef. Okay. Now, what we've got here, okay, this red line, it's very important. Okay. What that does is it represents what we call middle C, okay? Because what we have is we have a load of high pitch notes and we have a load of low pitch notes, and in the middle, kind of the one that's like splits between the two, is middle C. Okay, so let me just clarify that. So we've got middle C. I don't know if you can read that close enough. Mid C, middle C. Okay. Now then, what we're going to do from there. What should we do first? Should we do the bass clef or the treble first? I think I'm going to start with the. I'm going to start with the treble clef because there's a couple of little tricks you can use for this one. So all I'm going to do, I'm not going to actually draw the notes in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write the letters in and where they would be positioned. Okay. So I'm going to do it in between the lines first. So what we've got, you'll have to bear with me as well because you'll probably know this about me by now, especially if you're one of my students. I am terrible at drawing straight lines without a ruler. So you'll have to just kind of bear with me with that. But okay, so here we've got our notes that go into the gaps in between the lines. We have F, A, C, E. Okay, it spells face. Okay, that's like a nice easy trick to use that a lot of teachers use. It was how I was taught when I was learning to read notation and that sort of thing. So the gaps in your treble clef go F, A, C, E for your high pitch notes. Now what we're going to do now is the lines themselves. Okay, so we've written the notes into the gaps. Okay, now we're going to write the notes that would go on the actual lines. So what we're going to have here, now you'll notice something really cool in a second as well. Well, not really cool. It's just how it works out, but it's another one of those really nice, satisfying things to look at. Because it just fits. Okay, so we've got our notes that would go on the lines going up here. Now, people have different sentences that they say for, like, each letter counts as an initial for a word. Okay, so a popular one is where people say every good boy deserves football, or some people say fruit, or different things like that. But E, G, B, D, F. Every good boy deserves football. Um, and then, like I said, you've got your notes that go in the gaps. Spell out face. F-A-C. Where's my hand going? F-A-C-E. Thing is, I'm not actually looking at the sheet of paper as I'm doing it. I'm kind of looking at the picture on the screen, so everything's reversed. It's really difficult to keep up with. Okay, now just to explain what I was saying was like really satisfying about the positions of these notes. At the moment, you've just got like a bunch of letters here, and you've got a bunch of letters here. But what we're going to do now is point out something really cool in case you haven't realised it already. The letters actually go in alphabetical order as well. If you kind of combine the two, it goes E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is, in fact, I'll save that for the end. I don't want to do that just yet. I'm going to do it as like the last thing. Now then, what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to our bass clef. Okay, our lower pitch notes. We're going to start off with, this time I'm going to do the notes that go on the lines for this, okay? So what we have here is okay. So on the lines of our bass clef, we've got G, B, D, F, A. Now let's just keep it simple, guys. We don't want to kind of have like lots and lots of sentences floating around and things like that. So on the lines for the treble clef, we had every good boy deserves football, or fruit, whichever you prefer for your F. And then on the bottom one goes G, B, D, F, A. Good boys deserve football always, or good boys deserve fruit always, whichever you prefer. G, B, D, F, A. So it works out just exactly like we did on the treble clef now. Because now what we're going to do the notes that go in the gaps. Okay, so A, C, E, G. Now it's a little bit, as far as I'm concerned anyway, there's not an actual sentence that you can use for those notes, for those letters. If you want to make one up, you can. But just to kind of clear up any confusion and make it all kind of make sense for you, just like we did with the treble clef, going backwards and forwards between the lines and the gaps, it goes G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Okay. In case you're not already familiar with musical notes, once you get to G, you cycle back to A again. Okay, you don't kind of keep going like E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. It doesn't work like that. Once you get to G, back to A. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, just to make this a little bit easier on you guys, so that if you were to do it yourselves, you'd know that you got it exactly right. I'm going to chuck in one more note. In fact, I'm going to chuck in two more notes. In fact, I'm going to chuck in a few, but bear with me a second. Let's see here. Okay, so what I've also done is I've chucked in the ones on either side of where your lines go as well. So, where are we? Because obviously it's a continuation, okay? You don't want to kind of get to A and then suddenly wind up at E. You want to kind of follow the full progression. So this time, what we're doing is we're going G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, middle C in between the different pictures, middle C. So B, C, D, E, F, G, A, where is it? B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so if you want to make sure that you got everything right, you got all the notes in there, you start at G on your bottom line of your bass clef, and you finish at G on the top, just above the top line of your treble clef. Okay, so it just follows the alphabet round and round. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, just over and over and over again. And what that's doing is it's working through, because on your keyboard you have like the notes that repeat, like I was saying a minute ago. Once you get to G, you go back to A, and as you work your way along all the keys, that's like escalate. I keep on doing that. That's like escalating through the through all your lines and your gaps. So what I'm going to do in a future tutorial is I'm actually going to use this, okay, not this actual sheet of paper, but I'm going to refer to it, and we're going to make up some different pieces of music. I'm going to drag the keyboard out, which is hanging out back over there by Captain America's shield over there somewhere. I'm going to drag my keyboard out, and we're actually going to have a go at making up a piece of music. So that's going to be really, really awesome. So I really hope that's helped you guys out a little bit, guys. I hope you've got a bit more of an understanding of where your different notes go on the on your music stack, or stave, however you want to call it. And yeah, like I say, guys, it's have a go at that drawing those treble clefs. They're just really, 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 really nice to draw out. It's really quite satisfying. So yeah, I hope you found that a little bit helpful. If you've been kind of checking out lots of tutorials and you just got like a keyboard and you're trying to like, oh, I can't remember where all these different notes go on the lines and the gaps. I hope that's answered some questions for you guys. You just follow the alphabet, gap line, gap line, gap line, up to G, over and over and over, until you get to the top gap of your above the top line of your treble clef. You can keep going after that if you want. It's just the same process: line, gap, following the alphabet. But I'll go over that in another separate video, because that's something a little bit different. Okay. So remember to leave your likes. You can comment over at the Drumming School Facebook page if you have any questions or anything like that. Remember to subscribe. And one thing I just wanted to mention as well is I've now launched 2 more YouTube channels. Because of like all the lockdown and everything, schools are closed and things like that. I keep on hearing people talk about like how students are really struggling to keep up with the classes at home. They're struggling to understand. They're not actually there at school where they can get the full support of the teachers and that sort of thing. Which, trust me, as a teacher myself, it's frustrating to kind of see students in that situation. So we'll kind of do the best we can. So what I've done is I've offered like a bit of a helping hand to parents and teachers and that sort of thing. Well, I've got 2 YouTube channels. One's for primary school aged kids, one's for secondary school aged. And on there, I'm just putting like loads of videos on like helping you along with like different subjects, whether it's maths, English, science. They're brand new channels, so there's not an awful lot of content on there. I'll be working on that over the coming days. But if you're struggling with anything in your school lessons, feel free to check those out. The primary school aged channel is called Primary Objective Classified. The secondary school YouTube channel is called Secondary Objective Classified. Okay, and yeah, when I get around to writing up a description for this video, I'll also include that as well, like a YouTube link, so that you guys can check that out. So I hope you found this video helpful. Like I say, if you want to check those other YouTube channels out before I put the links in there, feel free to do that. I've just said the names. So yeah, remember to leave your likes, comments, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.